Yo, um, hello. It has been a little bit. Um, I think it's been about 3 months. Um, I was doing that shit fucking monthly, and then I don't know. I've been busy, and I've not feeling like, or not felt like doing a ramble in the time that I've had. But I've finally gotten a single day to play RuneScape all day. Well, I mean, I went for a run and did some chores for a little bit in the morning and shit, but I've had more than like 3 hours today to play RuneScape for the first time in quite a while. Um, I I don't know, went live for a bit, and I was thinking about watching League Worlds, and I don't know, maybe I'll do that after this, but what I don't know. Um, to be honest, I don't even remember what I talked about last time. Usually, um, I listen to my own rambles, um, so I know what I've talked about, or uh, at least like briefly recap. But I'm fucking lazy as dog shit. So I'm just gonna go off the dome. It should be fine because I don't know, it's been a while, and I'm actually training a different skill this time. Um, so yeah. Um, I what am I doing? We are doing hunter rumors. So I am 192 mil hunter. Um, so closing in on 200 mil. Um, I originally stopped at 190, and then I was going to leave 10 mil XP for bird runs, just because I needed. Well, I still need a few nests. I still have a couple weeks of bird runs, but just for the evil chicken outfit, and having nests. I guess post 200 mil is also fine. Um, so I got 190 mil, and then like 1 or 2 weeks later, I got the last evil chicken piece. Um, so I am able to actually finish this skill now, rather than having to wait fucking an entire year doing doing bird runs. Um, which I don't know. It's a weird feeling. I mean, I'll probably talk about it, but I've only got like 2 days left of herb runs. A couple weeks of bird runs just to finish off the last nests I need for 200 mil herb, and it'll be weird not like a lot of people don't like owlies. I love them. I love herb runs, bird runs, tree runs. Maybe I don't like. I wouldn't say it's something I've gotten used to, and I just like it out of like I don't know, acquired taste or whatever. But um, it's not that all Iron Men like herb runs. Like some of them fucking hate it, or I don't know, whatever. Just I don't know. After you've done a couple thousand, but I I love herb runs. So it'll be sad. It'll be sad to be done. I could do more. Um, I but like and do like less like mixes, but I have like literally zero seeds, and I don't have to delay getting 200 mil herb, and I'd rather just finish it ASAP, kind of. Um, so probably 10 minutes harder. Um, yeah. So I'll go to I think 198 mil ish. I think I need about 3,000 more birds' nests after Hunter's Room. I'll check when I like open the loot sacks. Um, but that should be about, I don't know, 6 weeks if I do like 50 a week. I can probably do more, especially since, I mean, 6 weeks, how long is it to fucking work holidays? I guess it's about 6 weeks. So maybe in about 6 weeks I'll be done bird runs. I'm not sure like how many I need or how many I'll be doing for the week. I feel like I usually get like 250k hunter a week. maybe a little bit less recently because I've been more busy. But I guess if I'm not doing herb runs and I do bird runs every 50 minutes instead of hour 20, maybe. I don't know. Anyway. Um, so I'll go to, yeah, about 198 mil, and then I'll finish off either with birdhouses and or maybe a couple more hours of rumors. Um, that's what I'm working on at the moment. After Hunter, well, I guess farming I'll get in like 2 days. I have, yeah, like 2 days of herb runs and then probably like just two tree runs, and that'll be done. I still need a little bit more farming XP. Like I've got, I still need a couple thousand more seaweed, but it's like fuck, dude. That's like literally 5 minutes. I'll just fucking finish the skill. Plus, like I don't actually have the farming pet. So I'll go all of 200 mil farming without the pet, which is fucking, I don't know, a bajillion trillion herb runs. All of the crafting I did at seaweed, which in itself is probably like 1 or 2 times the rate at least. Um, I haven't done that many tree runs, and I know it's rare from herbs, but I'm probably quite significantly over the rate. But if I get 200 mil, then over the next couple of thousand seaweed, I'll probably just get the tangle root from that, so it's fine. If I fucking spend an extra hour doing tree runs to finish it, just to make it easy, I don't know, it's whatever. I'm kind of at that point anyway. Um, yeah, like min-maxing, fucking finishing skills. I'll write that down because I actually want to talk about that. Yeah, so herb and then farming will be in a couple days. Sorry, hunter farming in a couple days, and then I think herb law is what I want to do next. So I have about 17 mil, maybe a little bit more than 17 mil in herbs, and about 2 mil of that is, or 1.5, 2 mils of that is mixology. So it'll be like a couple days, and then I'll probably just be making the potions at work because it's like pretty good thing to AFK at work, I guess. I'll end up with quite a significant amount of sturgeon left. So I know a lot of people end up with sturgeon just because they choose not to make mixes, but me, I just don't have any potions I can make mixes with. Um, I have, I think, 150k sturgeon in the bank, 35k caviar, which I'll probably get through that 35k. And then, I don't know, fucking 10, 15k more I'll get from the rest of fishing. Um, it feels kind of shitty to waste it. And I guess, yeah, to add on to the min-maxing finishing skills, banked, the Uber, um, it kind of feels like it's going to waste, but it's like my other my option to use it because the EHP assumes you make super combat, oh sorry, not Zami mixes with your torsals, um, and then make mixes with the Zami mixes and the attack strength and defense potions, and also some super restores as well, I think. But I don't want to fucking make super restore mixes, or I don't want to waste my torsals on that. So I made super combats with all my torsals. I currently have about 25,000 spare super combats, and each super combat is worth, I believe, is it seven mixes? Because you get 4 dose attack strength defense, and then 3 dose Zami brew. So what, seven and a half, sorry, 7.5 mixes you miss out on. And 25k super combats equates to what, 175k, 177.5k or something like that. 180k mixes that I've missed out on, which is basically the amount of sturgeon I have left in the bank. So it kind of makes sense why I have spare sturgeon, but it does kind of feel shitty to be wasting them. But and I mean, previously I probably would have always said like fucking I always hate making mixes, but honestly like that I guess that's something that's grown on me. Like I remember I was doing fucking Guardians of the Rift. Um, like after the Guardians of the Rift update, we could come in at any time, and I would just do like one or two inventories of Guardians of the Rift to get the XP at the end of the game, and then do like 5 minutes of making mixes. And just because you can like, you can still do it. It's maybe slightly over. Like it kind of depends on like how you do your mixes, but like I think the efficient mix rate is like 7K an hour. But like if you do it in like couple minute intervals where you can like go like all out, you can probably get like 9, 10K an hour, um, effectively. Um, so you can like get over EHP that way by only doing a couple minutes at a time, because it's it's not really viable to do that for now straight. Um, Compared to just a couple minutes at a time between games. Um, and it also mixes it up a bit, gives you a bit of time, like just natural breaks. And I was going for the Guardians Rift bet anyway. Um, so yeah. Um, that's Herblore. So I say I'm missing like one. So after my potions, I'm missing. I think. Oh, because I'm pretty sure the mixology banked XP calc on Runelighters was wrong. So it says I have just under 17 mil, which would put me at 198, but I think it'll be like 198.5, and then mixes might give me 1 mil or something, and then maybe I'll get some herbs from Hunter Sachs, and um, I don't know, maybe I'll just do like a couple extra hours of mixology or something like that to finish off, depending on what I need or how many mixes I can actually make. So that'll be fine. But yeah, I do need just a couple thousand birds' nests to be able to finish all of my brews, um, which is kind of why I'm doing Hunter Rumors after the Hunter XP, just because it gives me some nests. So I should get from the next 6 mil. I think it's about. I think he bung said it was like 6K Hunter XP per nest. I think it's about. I think I rough calculated at like 4.8K or something, but I don't know what like list that assumed or whatever. Um, and I don't know, maybe just but like even at 6K, I should get like 1,000 nests. That'll speed it up by like what 2 weeks. 2 weeks of bird runs. Plus, it's like I don't know, gives you prayer and herb, and I don't really want to. I can't be fucked to go on the wildy and do black chins anymore. Like ever since they nerfed the gravestone, we can't like just bring food in the gravestone. Like I don't know, black chins are just kind of boring because you can't fight back anymore. Like you just have to be a fucking like target dummy. Because like before, I could bring like actual gear and like super combo potions, range potions, and shit. And I would bring a Void Waker and Venge and um, Dragon Crossbow and yeah, range plus super combat pots, and I would fight back. Like people would attack me, and I never actually killed anyone. I swear I got really unlucky, but like even if you just bolt them a couple times, Venge and Void Waker spec them, they all fucking run away. Um, which is like it's pretty fun. And it's like you can do that because you can just store 20 fucking brews in your gravestone. Um, but unfortunately they nerfed that. Um, so I would just stick with chill Hunter Rumors. And I have kind of been really chilling. I haven't even been ulting red chins or like shooting ult shooting in a couple mil XP. I did it for like the first like 95 mil XP, but the last 4 or 5 mil I just haven't been fucking bothered because I don't know. I'm just chilling, bro. Um, See, that's Hunter, and then where am I going, bro? Hunter, Herblore. That's my plan for the next. I don't know how long that'll take me. I have a couple of secondaries to get. I've been trying to do rogues chests. They were okay during the week, but I was fucking getting destroyed by Venezuelans. Um, Today I probably got, I don't know, an hour and a half or something. But I think I died once in the main and escaped, I think, twice or something. I don't know how I escaped from fucking like 10 people just before, like, but you know, I did, I guess, so that's cool not to fucking die. Because rogue chess is like it's really quite efficient. Like even if you get like attacked every now and then, like if you're getting you know 350k an hour like thieving plus 500 red spiders eggs, you know the thieving rate itself is already basically 1 to 1. I think glass thieving is like 370k or something. So you're just getting like fucking 1.4. Um, even if you get like attacked like every I don't know 1 or 2 hours, like twice an hour, once or twice an hour. Um, but by like a single PK because I just have like 2 ults and you do like 2 worlds and then I just have them in bolt rag and so I just bolt rag on 3 accounts and if there's like 1 or 2 people like I just win because I have brews and people PK with fucking blighted Karumbons for some reason and just like one brew. Um, I've killed a couple people. I bolted some guy at fucking 55 like max with the uh Dragonfire bolts or whatever, Dragonstone bolts, which is pretty funny. And then some other guy was just, I don't know, being retarded. I think I killed him twice. Um, yeah, I think I've got. Oh, I was making I had cactus spines and some coconut milk, and then just some coconuts in the bank from I guess Toa and then PVM, and I was fucking I was hammering the coconuts, pouring them in the vials, and then fucking combining the uh milk and cactus spines for 0 XP, and I'll make weapon poison when I get some more red spider's eggs, which is a pretty silly method, but it's worth doing if you have them in the bank. I think it's like effectively 100k an hour or something if you already have the spines and the coconuts, so pretty good. Um, yeah, that's herb lore. Um, what else do I have left? That's like soon. Maybe I'll just go down the list of like how I'm gonna finish the skills. Um, Maybe I'll start from here. So mining, mining was what I was doing on my last ramble. I stopped at 150 mil because I wanted to leave some AFK for um, when I run out of day ult. Um, Bone mine is kind of like the next best AFK that's like very similar. Like bone mining is like a little bit longer AFK and it's honestly like nicer because you can like reset the timer whenever you want just by clicking a new rock. Um, it's a little bit worse. It's probably like 0.45 versus like 0.5 of Dale, so it's very slightly worse, but um, it's all in all kind of the same thing. Um, because I finished with my Dale about I think about a week before I finished mining or something, 1 or 2 weeks. Um, yeah, I just replaced that AFK, and I'm gonna do the rest of the skill at burn mining. I think, especially now that they added the Helmet of the Moon to the clog. Um, I think if I do the next 40 mil there, I'll end up with like 300 key halves or something, which is pretty decent amount towards that, as well as like it'll get me the rest of prayer. I think for the most part, even if it didn't, I mean, I can get like almost 2 an hour doing prayer with fucking wieldy weapons because this crossbow is just crazy. But well, maybe it's still melee them. I don't know. System need melee XP. I don't know what would be better, but um, yeah, that'll give me most of prayer. Especially with sailing out, I'm gonna need just something to AFK because I don't want to like. I mean, because I don't know like how good the sailing AFK method will be, but maybe there's a really good sailing AFK method. I'll train this like I'll do sailing as my AFK, and then I don't know like actively train woodcutting, fire making, or something like that, and maybe mining, but probably not. But yeah, smithing I finished. I don't know if I was 200 mil smithing. When did I finish smithing? Before my last ramble. So still doing smithing. Fishing, I'm getting very close. Um, I originally thought I was not gonna get 200 mil fishing this year, before the like Christmas break, because I only really do fishing AFK while I work from home, and I get about a mil a week. Um, and I thought I wasn't gonna back to back get it, but then because of like my study and I was really busy with work, I did a couple like fucking 2 mil weeks. Um, but I think if it takes me about I do need to switch to Chrome ones for a bit, and I kind of want to do a fishing 6 hour just to have one on Temple. Um, if I can fucking find 6 hours, I could have done one today, but maybe I'll go for it next weekend. Um, I don't want like a good one or just a special one. Just I don't know, just to have a I don't know fishing 6 hour on the fucking on the website would be cool, I guess. But I guess fishing and cooking kind of tie in, so I'll probably have like 2 mil cooking banked after Hunter Rumors. So then I'll just do the last 13 mil at Currumbon's, um, which will be a couple mil fishing, I think. Like, wait, how much is that? 12 mil would be 3 mil. So I've actually got to do basically half of the rest of fishing at Currumbon's. So fishing might be a little slower, but I think there's about 8 weeks and maybe 9 weeks. 9 weeks to the Christmas break. And I kind of want to finish fishing before then. Um, and then because I think sailing will probably come out sometime this year. So I'll just move on to sailing. But fishing is coming to a close. I actually just want to quickly check my year and see how much fishing XP I'm on this year. I think the first year I gained about a bit of a 50 mil, like 52 mil fishing, I think. Um, and then there's probably like about 4 or 5, maybe 5 months of overlap with the last 12 months and like the first year I was doing fishing as an AFK. But I'm currently on a 57.5 mil year, so that's yeah, a little bit over a mil a week of just 5 tick barb while I'm working from home. And I guess I also do barb when I study and eat at home, but eating at home is really not that much time because I don't eat at the PC. I eat at the kitchen. You fucking little piece of shit. Um, sorry. Fucking antelope. So yeah, fishing will be done soon. That's pretty cool. Um, and then once fishing is done, I can finish agility. Um, I'll probably just keep going, not skip agility. Yeah, cooking. I'll start making crumbons. I need to get some more crumbonji. Um, which I'll just fish. I don't know, instead of doing like redwoods. I think I did it last time I was lifting, and I got like 10k, 13, 15k. I don't fucking know. So I just did that for a couple weeks. I built up some crumbonji. Um, Fire making and woodcutting are kind of together. So now that bonfires are out, when I've been doing redwoods, I just bonfire the redwoods. Because honestly, bonfiring is like better like EHP now than the cutting the redwoods themselves. Um, and so you get a 1-to-1 ratio if you use like a crystal axe. I use infernal at work, just so it's like more AFK. Um, so you get like only like 7/9 of the woodcut of the fire making to wood cutting, but I have I think about 20k redwoods banked and like 20k magics. So I think I have more than enough fire making XP. If I do the rest of wood cutting at redwoods, which I probably will, um, just because I'll probably just have that much time. I mean, it really depends on like how good of an AFK sailing has, like both in terms of how AFK it is and how good it is as to which AFKs I do. But um, yeah, I think if I need a little bit more wood cutting, I'll just probably um do tick teak plank make, and then I don't know, a couple couple more hours of winter tot, I guess, if I need more fight making XP. I do have enough construction XP for 200 mil. Well, not yet. I'm like very close, but like by the time I get around to it, Miscellanea will have given me enough to do with mahogany homes. But if I'm pretty sure it's more efficient to chop teaks and then use the mahogany logs at mahogany benches rather than doing like 1.5 tick redwoods. So, and that's good because all those methods are way more fun than doing fucking 1.5 tick redwoods because that method is boring as dog shit. Cool. Yeah, farming I'll finish in 2 days. Um, agility. So I was 193 agility. Fucking when did I finish agility, bro? Was that last year? What's my agility on this year? 15 mil. When did I finish agility? Almost a year ago. It must be almost a year ago. Yeah, yeah, yeah. God, the start of November, fucking last. Holy shit. I was 188 mil. Did I stop at? Okay, so I stopped at 188 and I just did fishing all the way since for the next 6 mil XP. Okay, yeah. It's been almost a year since I finished it. Bro, fucking take me back, dude. Fucking quick little ramble inside the ramble. Fucking I saw that Seabay video screenshot. Why agility doesn't need to be the fucking some bullshit, bro. But like, nah, why does agility need to be this quick, bro? Fucking cut every agility XP rate in half. Let me do another 2,000 hours of seppuku, bro. Fucking please. That skill is so good. Well, like, let me cast EHP transfer from fucking Sep into my other skills and let me train Sep again. Like, so I've got about 2,000 EHP left. If I could EHP transfer that into all my skills and just run Agi back to finish the game, holy fuck, I would do that in a heartbeat, bro. That skill is fucking so much fun, man. Fucking agility me immediately. Anyway, so I've got by the time I finish fishing, that'll be what? Uh, 200, yeah, 4.5 mil left. I'm not sure if I want to do like Brimhaven Clog or fucking Monkey Laps before 200 mil or if I do it after 200 mil. Like, inevitably I'm gonna clog anyway, so it's like it'll save me some time in the long run. And honestly, at this point, I think I probably will. Like, I mean, I'll talk about this in a bit, but my mindset's kind of like, I don't know. I've been caring less recently. Um, but yeah, I'll touch on that later. So I'll probably end up doing those for 200 mil. But I'm in no rush to get them done. Anyway, yeah, Herbal, I think I talked about quite a bit before. So I'll finish that in 7 weeks until I have enough bird nests, and then I have just, I don't know, maybe 20 hours of secondary gathering or something like that. I actually don't have enough limpworts, so I did the one limpwort at Hesidius patch, the one that's like disease free for like I'm pretty sure like 95% plus of herb runs. I don't know if I did it in the start, but I've been doing that shit fucking for as long as I can remember. And I mean, I've always had like a really like full inventory. So like on my herb runs, like I would have like 4 different types of seeds, fucking all my runes, fletching, because I didn't clean herbs on my herb runs. I fletched instead. I really don't think cleaning herbs is that good of a thing to do. And honestly, it's fucking gay and boring, and I don't like it. Because like I guess just a quick note from my end, man. Like you can clean about 15,000 herbs an hour at the bank. Um, so if you clean 15 herbs, that saves you fucking 1/1000th of an hour, which is what, 3.6 seconds. So it's like five herbs is like one tick or like 4.5 or something. And most of the time, like you can like route it optimally and shit. But it's like a lot of the time, even if it takes you two ticks to move to a leprechaun, you've done all that effort to save like one tick, and it's like honestly, cleaning herbs at the bank is such a good like activity to have because it's like if I'm fucking I've got like 5 minutes until I have to go do something, I can just whip out the fucking herbs and start cleaning them, and I'm getting 1-to-1 for the next 5 minutes. So overall, I probably saved more time from cleaning them at the bank. Um, than doing them on the herb run. And that's actually something that was another topic that I didn't write down that I want to talk about. 1-to-1 in the moment versus long term. Um, so anyway, yeah. So I actually I'm missing a couple thousand qualms. I think I need like four. Let me check. Uh, result minus 5.1. So I need 5.1k, which will be about 4.5k because of the goggles. So I'm gonna have to do limp word runs, which is gonna feel so shit. But like, like technically, it's gonna be like fucking zero point 0.3 or something, or like even less. It's gonna be terrible. Um, but like, it'll still be better than the alternative is like, um, blue dragon height scales. So I could do them honestly because I've been getting them for Herblore. I was collecting I had 5,000s of Puro Bones that I saved, and I decided I wanted to make super anti-fires in case like some PVM thing comes out in the future that kind of requires them. Like you can usually get away with not having them. Like Vorkath, you take slightly more damage if you only use regular anti-fire, but like you can just counteract that by bringing brews. Like I think I was bringing three or four brews in my Vorkath inventories, and like I'd still do like 7 kill trips with regular anti-fire. Um, so like it didn't matter too much, but maybe in some future Omega Dragon boss, it'll kind of require them. And I mean 5,000 is probably overkill. Plus, um, I get like 10% more because of the goggles saving them, which I didn't realize. So I actually went over on Potato Cactus a little bit, but it's fine. Um, But yeah, so it's not efficient. Like it would have been better to use the bones for prayer, but it's whatever. Um, and I was doing I was picking up blue dragon scales at Myth Guild, and then just like attacking blue dragons in between. So I'd get like 100 kills an hour, which is like 0.25 to zero point 0.3 now prayer. Plus you'd get like slightly. Oh, you get a couple like like the scaly dragon leather. That's about like two of them an hour because it's 1 in 50. So plus about like 100 scales an hour from that. I would have gotten more if I played on like a high population world, and I missed quite a few ticks like for the combat stuff. So overall, it was probably slightly less scales now, but more efficient because of the bones or whatever. But maybe I could do that method. Um, I'm not sure, but I'll probably just do fucking limp word runs. Like I'll like I don't know, they take 20 minutes to grow. I'll be done in like 1 day of them. Like maybe not even. Um, yeah, funny story about the blue dragon thing. Actually, I did like 6 hours of it until somebody in my Twitch chat told me that I should be bringing the fucking secondary pouch to store them in so I could bank half as often. And like I just felt so retarded in that moment because like that is like something that obvious that I should have thought of, but I fucking didn't. And so I just feel like I'm fucking losing it, bro. I'm literally onk. I'm washed as dog shit. Like I I can't believe I didn't think of that. I felt so retarded. But like I don't know. We're good now, I guess. We we know now, and no, I was live streaming that shit for like 4 hours, and nobody fucking told me, bro, until one guy came in. But yeah, it's all good. Um, Yeah, so anyways, that's Herb. Thieving is one of like the kind of two major skills I have left. I guess it's thieving and construction in terms of like the hours actually training it, other than sailing for a non, I guess, zero time skill. So that'll just be artifacts with glass and some fire making for the log that I have. I did a couple hours of artifacts after I finished 190 mil hunter, and it was chill. I probably won't do the Fortnite Mega guard looks. I think that's kind of gay. But I also don't know like how try hard I'll go with the normal. I want to at least get like kind of good with the normal method. Um, I don't know. Maybe if someone's like luring, I'll just join them. But I'm certainly not gonna lure it myself. I don't think, because I think that method's kind of gay, and I don't really care at this point. So crafting will be done with thieving. I think almost entirely. So that's about a little bit under 300 hours of thieving. So it's about a little bit under 20 mil. So yeah, crafting should be done with the. I think it won't. I'll have like a little bit of glass left over, but if I do sep or if I do fucking, I don't know, maybe I'll cut gems at fucking construct or something like that. But crafting will be fine. Or even just having glass to blow up the bank is fine. Fletching I finished recently in the last 3 months. So maybe I'll skip fletching and I'll come back to what I did the last 3 months. After so fletching is 200 mil, so obviously slides 200 mil. Talked about hunter. Um, Construction, I think I kind of briefly touched on, but depending on how much wood cutting I need for construction, I'll just do either mahogany homes or um, any benches for spare XP. I think I have like 20 mil XP in teak log that I did over a year ago. But yeah, rune crafting I finished. Magic's done. Prayer will be, I think, almost entirely from bone mine. Maybe I'll have to do a couple hours of wildy prayer, but I'll do that after I finish mining. Range 200 mil, and then melees I have what 35, 45, about 90 mil melee XP left, and honestly, I'll probably just do that through fucking PVM at this point. Again, going back to I don't really care as much anymore, to be honest. I think a lot of that's due to sailing, but yeah, I'll probably. Oh, I'll touch on that a bit, but that's my plan. If I do care, if somehow I fucking start caring a lot more again and a rank, I'll just do like off task Charlie next or something. But realistically, I'll probably just PVM for it. Like just Tob or Yama or fucking any of the fucking the new bosses that give like a trillion fucking. I'm pretty. I did like 100 Yama, which is like I don't know 6 hours for the fucking double death charge when that came out, and I'm pretty sure I was getting over 1 to 1. Um, oh, it's like the average melee rate across attack strength def is 300k. After Slayer, it's like 600k before Slayer is done. Um, and the attack rate's like a bit under 200k. So like it was 1 to 1 on the website, but really it's not 1 to 1. But the website said I was getting like 1 to 1 doing PVM, which I thought was pretty funny. But yeah. Oh, I'm getting fucking tired. How long's it been? 40 minutes. All right, I can go for another 2 hours, I think. Um, strap in. Okay. So that's basically what I've got left, and kind of how I plan on finishing it. Sailing. I'll probably talk a little bit more about sailing in a bit, but I plan on just like I'll probably just train it actively, depending on like how fun the active method is, how fast it is, how good the AFK is. I don't know. If the AFK is like 0.7 and the active method's like 1 to 1, I'll probably just fucking AFK that shit, bro. Like at that point. But I doubt it'll be anyway that good. It'll probably be like 0.4. Um, Shipwreck salvaging. Yeah, like honestly, I'll basically be done. Um, Hunter Herblore, and probably most of thieving by the time sailing comes out. So I won't really have anything else to train anyway. Like if I want to zero time the rest of the skills I've planned on like zero timing. So yeah. Well, that's what I'm, what I'm doing, what I've done. So that's 3 months. So I finished 150 mil mining. I finished that like the first day of fantasy, I think. Um, so that was, I mean, I don't know if that's like good or bad timing, but like I did like one day of mining in fantasy and then just sent RC for the rest. I did a big instruction as well, but so yeah, I finished 150 mil mining. Let me go back to my 12-week temple page. Um, so I finished mining, then I think I started rune crafting and I did RC construction. So I did 26 mil RC to finish, 35 mil fletching to finish. I think I did, yeah, 6 mil crafting, I blew a bit of glass. And then I did 34 mil con um, during fantasy. So yeah, I just kind of spent fantasy doing RC and construction because I didn't really have many skills I could do, like really. Oh my god. Ah, fucking body's trying to get me to go to bed. It's fucking 8 p.m., bro. I'll live. What did I do after that? I mean, so like that was quite a while. Like that was, I don't know, almost 300 fucking hours of RC. Like 100 of con. Uh, the new Mahogany Homes is pretty fun. Like with the changes since last time I did them. Um, that's nice. A little bit faster. Um, I've done 11 mil hunter. Um, that was like very recently. Um, I did 12 mil fire making. Um, although from 7 mil wood cutting, I probably only did about 6 mil fire making. I'd actually winter taught just to kind of buff my XP up a little bit. That I needed. Um, I guess yeah, I've done 15 mil herb. I think that was in like the last week or two that I've done the herb. A couple hours of thieving, a couple of agility, then I guess just AFK wood cutting and fishing and mining. And I don't think I've done any PVM in the last 3 months. And honestly, it feels like I've done kind of nothing. But I'd like it feels like I've done nothing like the past month. I guess before that I did like you know quite a bit of like RC con, but I mean looking at it, it tells me it's fucking 500 hours, but obviously like it's quite a bit over. So it's probably like 300 something like that, 350. I mean, I guess that makes sense. It just kind of feels like I haven't done that much the past 12 weeks, but the last four I've done fucking fuck all, really. Like active skilling. Um, but yeah. Oh my god. Um, so that's what I've done the last 3 months. I'll talk a bit about fantasy. Um, so I was on the best team, the Gillinor Goon Squad. Fucking cancer name. That I hate the name, but hey, captained by none other than DJ9. Um, I think we went in. We were definitely the underdogs. People doubted us. Um, but I think like we had a pretty strong showing. I think. We our first week we lost to the Centis and Shitlows by like 15 hour like no it was less than 10 it was less than 10 so it was very close right into the last like I don't know 18 hours and they kind of pulled ahead by a couple hours and we couldn't do it unfortunately we had quite a worked team so me Ivan and Spooky all had work I know on that team Ice Juice had work as well, and who else played? What Res, Necro, Florals, and PV. Oh, one of the PVM guy. PVM is hard or PVM. I don't know. Fuck, I get them both mixed up. Um, I think it was just Ice Tuesday at work. I'm not sure. Um, so I think we actually did pretty well that week. I think I did like 123 with work. I mean, I went in one day, and then I just did ZMI while I was working the whole week, and I ended up actually having to work quite a bit just because of. I mean, like I was working like kind of inefficiently, but I was just like a little bit busy for like two of the days. I think one of the days I worked like 13 hours or some shit. I probably could have done it in an 8 or 9 hour period if I was not trying to not lose any ticks doing rune crafting, but that's fine. Um, I also fucking failed the 6 hour, um, which it didn't cost us the thing luckily, but that was fucking retarded. I did I I woke up and I didn't have enough time to have breakfast. So, oh no, I had to feed the chickens. That's right. Um, so about 3.5 hours into the 6 hour, I had to feed the chickens. Um, and so I I hopped to go do a star to feed the chickens, and I think have breakfast as well. Oh yeah, have breakfast as well. And it just didn't fucking register in my mind that hopping to a star would like would hop worlds. I was like, okay, so I don't go to log out. I can't log out. I can't log out. And I just hopped to a star, and then I got to the star, and then I realized, and I'm just like, fuck me, bro. So I I lost like 3.5 hours, um, or something like that, and then unfortunately I overslept in the last on my last sleep. But overslept. It was like I think in the last um I can't remember what I did, but I think I was sleeping like I think six the first night, then five, or six six five five four or something. Just 'cause I wanted to like sleep for work, just so I wasn't like completely fucked. Because I can't have to use my brain at work. That was like 66554 or something, and then I tried to do 1.5 and 1.5, and that the first 1.5 went good. So I think that was probably like I slept 1.5, and then there was like I think 45 to 50 hours left in the comp. I was like, I'll play 20, I'll sleep 1.5, or play 24, sleep 1.5, play 24 or something like that again. Um, the first 1.5 actually went really well. I woke up, I actually felt really good. Um, because I think I went to bed at like 5 in the morning or something, so I woke up like with the sun. So that was pretty good timing. And then the next one, I I think I went to bed at like 8 p.m. or something. So I was like I had to go to bed a little bit earlier than I wanted to. Or maybe it was like 10 or 11 or something like I don't exactly remember when I went to bed. And I set my alarm, and I have this alarm on my phone that's like I guess it's supposed to be like a better alarm. It doesn't go off at like a specific time. It goes off like at a range of times. It's supposed to like monitor when you're like in deep and light sleep and wake you up at the like best times. You don't just get like jarred awake, and it seems to work like pretty well, to be honest. I don't know how it like I don't trust that it works like that scientifically, but whenever I use an alarm, I would use this, and it seems to work pretty well. Um, like sometimes I'd wake up before my alarm, and then like 30 seconds later it would go off, and sometimes yeah, I just wake up with it, and I wouldn't like I'd never like felt super like jarred or anything. But yes, but what I didn't realize is it had to register me falling asleep to work, and I set the alarm, but it didn't register that I fell asleep. So it didn't go off, and so I slept like 6 hours or something, or maybe it was like 5 or 6 hours, and I was just so upset that I fucking overslept. I mean, like trying to do like 50, like 24 hours, 1.5, 24 or something like 1. 50 at like, or what, 1.5, 24, 1.5, 24, something like that. Like it's obviously like it's tough. Like I'm probably not built for it. I probably would have had a hard time anyway, but kind of unfortunate. And Spooky and Iden were pretty worked that week as well. I think they both did 100, ish, I think. I definitely wasn't expecting to anyway close 120. I signed up for fucking like chiller 80s, bro. But the team needed me because fucking Bob got banned. We had a helpless Bob on our team, free to play. He got banned like 2 days or like a week or something before the fucking comp started. And he was meant to play for the first 2 weeks because his schedule was available for the first 2 weeks and unavailable until the finals. And then he got banned for the first 2 weeks and unbanned after that. But then he like went on holiday and had fucking like uni or something like that. So he just wasn't available to play at all for the next five. So that was fucking annoying as shit. But um, yeah, really unfortunate for old Bob. But luckily he was freed in the end, at least. Um, yeah, so we lost our first game by like 10. Um, and I think, I mean, I did okay. Yeah, obviously it's not nothing special, but um, especially with work and shit, I did fine enough. A lot more than I wanted to, but I mean, I had fun. It was chill. Week two, I didn't play. And then we lost by like one hour maybe. It came down to the final 6 hour. We were up like a very small amount, but then everyone on my team was just way too tired, and I don't think anyone got a 1-1 6 hour, and then everybody in the team got a 1-1 6 hour, so they slightly pulled ahead. Um, Week three, I think we couldn't field the team, and we had to well, we really just well, we just forfeited, I guess. Like there's no real forfeits, but we just gave up. Week four, I think we played against. So week one was against the Shitloads. Week two was against the Plunderers. So it was Uktism's team. Week three was against the. It was a Turnt's team. Not the Trap House, the Foss Island Fiends. Um, I don't remember who captained that. Hadge. Um, and then week four we played against um fucking Azula. Who captained that? Uh, oh, fucking Only Sam's. Yeah, I remember someone was really pissed off that Only Sam's became a captain and he was gonna ruin it, and then he just drafted the best team in fantasy history ever. Like, holy fuck. I didn't think, I mean, there was a bit of drama, like, certain player did a 150 and then got banned the next week, so maybe a little bit of cheating going on or something, but even if that wasn't the case, like everybody in the team did a fucking insane. Azula did like a 620 ep agility month, like absolutely absurd. That guy's getting Alzheimer's by fucking 25, bro. He is. I don't know how the fuck you do that. Like, I can hardly sleep for like a couple days. Like for sleeping 3 to 4 for a month straight is just uh, I could not do anywhere near that, and nobody else has done anywhere near that, I don't think. Absolutely absurd. Um, um, so yeah, we obviously just gave up. Week five, we played against the Trap House, and I think we won that game. Yeah, we won that game. Um, I think we played the Trap House back to back, and then the Fiends again in week seven. Um, which it was kind of a lucky draw for us because I think the Fiends, the Trap House, and the Goons were definitely the bottom three teams. But luckily, like we just had like better availability or better motivation. Like we never got demotivated throughout the weeks. Like we knew like um we were not definitely not the strongest team, but like we knew like I don't know, kept our heads high, fucking Finchy carried the the dog shit out of us, and Gaduzel as well. But like, we did okay. I think we beat expectations, and obviously um like the trap house and the fiends like didn't, like, I don't know if they mentally boomed or if they just didn't have availability or what, but I think the week 5 game I think was pretty close, for like 4 days I think, or because wait, oh, fucking UIM cookies was that week 5 or week, I don't remember. He was playing a fucking PVM bingo or something, so like didn't do anything for the first fucking day. So then they were like 20 hours behind, and they like kind of held that gap at 20 hours the next 3 days, but then we kind of got ahead. Um, and I think they kind of gave up after that. But yeah, we won that game. Then I think they kind of gave up the next week, and I don't think Fiends could field the team something in week 7. So we ended up clutching and getting the semifinals. And I bet Levine 1.5 bill. The Goon squad would make it to the semifinals, and we did. So that guy still owes me 1.5 bill. I haven't taken it yet because the a lot of false reward trade bans recently, and I don't want to get everybody banned. There was like fucking 5 of my friends got chain banned off fucking lending gear, and it's just like, Jesus Christ, bro, or like swapping or something. Um, it's like, I don't know, when people are too afraid to split out items from raids just to get false reward trade banned, it's like that's absurd. Um, but yeah, so the poorest man on the planet owes me 1.5 bill. So that'll be that'll be cool. What else? Oh yeah, and then our semifinals game, we couldn't field the team, unfortunately. Um, I think we only had like 3 players that were available. I think Spooky took off work. Finchy and Giddy don't have work. And then I think, yeah, me, Iodin, Buff Boobies, Scarf, Warlow were all worked, and then I think Bob was unavailable. Um, so unfortunately couldn't compete. I mean, the Shitlows ended up. So we played against the Shitlows in the semis. They ended up doing very well against the Monkeys team in the grand finals. So even if we didn't have full availability, it would have been a very tough match to win. But then the finals was absolutely crazy. I think like I wanna pull up pull up the finals. Community. Wait, was it competitions? Fantasy 2025. Uh, Matchups. Yeah, the the Bangor Harbor Butchers. The lowest on their team was a 147.7, which is just fucked, man. The lowest was a 147, and that was VST doing what? I was okay. I thought it was an RC, but it looks like artifacts. Maybe some Wintertot. Um, Unreal 152, Isra 157, Tordenama 161.6, Azula 164. Like, just fucking absurd numbers. Um, and then, yeah, some, between 130 and 152 for the shitlows. So they put up a good fight, but I mean, the Monkeys team was clearly just the strongest. But I think Fantasy was very good. Um, I think everybody really appreciates Ook for running that. I know he had to deal with a lot of bullshit, but I think it was a really really fun event to have. Um, so I think that skilling's back, or not that it ever really went anywhere, but it's still around. People are still as competitive as ever. Um, probably more competitive than ever. At least in badge comms and yeah, but yeah, that's fantasy. What else do I have? Ooh. Um, I guess IRL is kind of my next one. Um, that kind of ties a little bit into um I was kind of saying like the last month I've not really done anything. I've just been so busy IRL. So my parents left like 5 or 6 weeks ago to go on holidays, and they didn't book a return flight. Um, so me and my brothers are just having to take care of the house. So we have to do, I don't know, a lot more chores than my parents would usually do. Mostly taking like I'm kind of taking care of the dogs, um, which is like it's probably an hour a day. You know, I take them out for like 40 minutes in the morning, and I gotta like feed them, feed the chickens and shit as well, and I did the shopping. So I don't know. That's probably like 1 hour less a day that I have. Um, and then I've been really busy at work, and then I had an exam this week, so I was trying to study for that. And what else? Um, uh, oh yeah, I've been getting quite into running. I think I mentioned my last ramble. I think I mentioned my PB was probably maybe 28 Ks. I think 25, 28 Ks maybe. I did a the the night before fantasy I ran a 30K, which was my distance PB. Um and then and I woke up in the morning and I couldn't move. So I was like I banged my exercise for the week. And I also like I couldn't not put arse in check as my fucking I just couldn't move. So that was my tactical long run. Um and I didn't really do too much running throughout fantasy. I only played like the one like really competitive week in week one, and I think I played week 3, 5, 6, 7, maybe, or 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, or something like that. I think did I play 5 game? Maybe I played four. I don't remember. But I think week five was a little competitive. Um, at least the first few days, but 6, 7 weren't really, and I didn't play four. I okay, I technically played in three, but we had to forfeit that one because we didn't have a full team. Um, and I played 5, 6, 7. Um, so there weren't really like too many competitive matches, but I didn't end up running that much just because. Um, I mean, like I'd probably like try hard for like the first like a couple days, and then it didn't really feel like I'd try and I don't know. I just didn't really feel like running until end of fantasy. Um, I think I kind of picked it back up in the last like couple weeks. I'm not exactly sure the timeline, but I wanted to. So my goal for the start of the year, like I picked up running in I think at the end of February. Um, not sure how much for this I've already explained, but so I play futsal, and that ends in about mid to end Feb, and I decided I wanted to like do something else for my like cardio fitness because like I lift, or I was lifting like 4 times a week at that point, but my cardio fitness like wasn't great. Um, like I'll I mean the only cardio I did was like walking. Like I'd walk for 15 minutes every morning, right after I wake up, which was like I don't know, it's something, but it's not that great. I still remember the first one I did was like 1.8 Ks or something before I kind of got like really tired or really like exhausted, um, like I was like out of breath and shit. Um, so that was around the start of Feb, and then my goal was run a marathon before the end of the year, which was I didn't know like how ambitious that would be. Um, and it wasn't really like a real goal. It was kind of just like a something to aim towards. Like I wasn't like, yes, I'm really gonna put in all my effort to meet this goal. It was kind of just like that's like a cool point to get to. Maybe I can do it this year. Um, and then so coming out of fantasy, it was like coming to the end of winter and coming to spring, and it was starting to get well. Maybe it was already out of winter. It was kind of like already in spring. Are we in summer now? I don't remember how long. I don't remember how long ago this was. It was probably like end of winter. And I was like, look, originally I had, run a marathon in the year. It's like 12 months, but I didn't start for the first 2 months, and the last 3 months of the year it's gonna be too hot. So I was like, really, I've only like 7 months to do this. But I decided, fuck it. Look, I'll just start doing long runs and I'll see how we go. Um, and so I think I did like, I don't know, 1 or 2 weeks of shorter, like, I don't know, 15 Ks or whatever. And then my first long run back, I think I did 32 Ks. I don't remember how long in, but I did make it to 32. And then I think the next one I got to 35, I think. And my issue kind of was like anything more than like 25, you kind of need to like start like refueling like calories because like your body stores about, I don't know, 2,000 calories ish of energy in the form of glycogen, which is like carbohydrate. Um, and a marathon you burn about 3,500 calories. So you can see the problem that you don't store enough calories because like once you run out of glycogen, you start burning fat, which is really like it's a much like slower process, and you just if you get to that point, you're just exhausted. You're fucking, I think they call it like bonking or bunking or something. Like you really feel like you slow the fuck down, and it's really hard. So you have to start like refueling calories. And so previously I was just having like under some Sour Patch Kids or maybe a fucking muesli bar, which is like not great. So I ended up buying like some uh some running gels after that, and then the next week I ran a full marathon, or really full marathon distance, like 42 Ks, or 42.2. Um, it wasn't like a proper event or anything. Um, so that was my first marathon distance. I did it in 4 hours and 34 minutes, which I think is not too bad for first one. I didn't walk at all, but I did spend 11 minutes stopped. So like my phone, like whenever I stop moving, like after a couple seconds, it'll pause the timer, and then it'll like track how much time's paused. I had like 11 minutes paused, but a lot of that was I stopped back off at my house twice. Um, once um I needed to like I didn't really have like an effective way to carry the gels, so I just had them in my pockets, and I didn't want to like bring all of them at once, so I had to stop off to refuel or like get more of them. I drank some Powerade, um, and went to the bathroom and shit. So that was probably like 8 minutes of that, and then the others, or maybe like 7 minutes or something. The others was just like stopping off at water fountains along the way because I didn't carry my own water. But I'd just stop off every like, I don't know, 3 or 4 Ks for some water, just stay hydrated. And then by the last like the last 5 Ks, I was running laps around I think it's like 600 meters around this park, and there's a bubbler. So I'd do like I was doing, I think I did like eight or nine. I did nine laps of that, and I would do one lap, and I'd stop off for water, and then one lap, stop off for water for fucking 9 laps in a row, because it was so fucking it wasn't hot, but the sun was out, like there was not many clouds, so I was fucking maybe not dehydrated, but I was exhausted. I was really hot. I was sweating. I think I was sweating. I don't know, I was probably sweating a bunch, but I just had to drink so much water, and I guess I was stopping off a lot. It kind of helped, but um, yeah, I think by the end I was doing like I think 6 minute 40, 6 minute 50 kilometers, like of running, and then like I don't know, 10 seconds stopped or something. So I was I was going pretty slow at the end. But yeah, I made it, so I was pretty happy with that. And I kind of just decided the next week I just run it back. I don't know why I thought this, or why I thought it would be a good idea, but it's kind of like I don't know, like what else do I do? Like so I don't know. I decided to do it again the next week, and the weather that week was much better. It was a little bit like hotter temperature, but there was like so many clouds, so it was like way better. Um, um, and so I ran that one in 4 hours 22. So it was a 12-minute improvement. Um, I think about 9 minutes that was running time, then like 3 minutes of that was I don't know why there's this bug where they don't fucking hear you. Yeah, so I only had to stop at my house once. And then yeah, I think about 9 minute improvement of running time or something. Um, and then anything special about that one? I'm not sure. Um, and then the next week, I decided to run it back again, for a third week in a row. Um, and so that one, the weather was a little bit worse than the second week, but a little bit better than the first. Um, and I ran that in 4 minutes 9. So 13 minutes quicker. Um, I think the running average was 5:43, 5:44, something like that. But then I had, a couple minutes of stopping time. I was like 5, 6 minutes of stopping time or something. Um, so yeah, just shy of sub 4 hours, which would be nice to get. I'm not sure if I'll go for that this year because it's getting too hot. Like I was waking up at um between like 3 or 4 in the morning, and then I just have like a banana, some caffeine, um, and then just leave. And so I'd run for like 1 or 2 hours in the dark, and then just in the morning, um, just to avoid the sun, because like once the sun comes out, you are fucked. Um, but yeah, so that's running. I was really enjoying really enjoying that. Um, um, I expected it to be a longer recovery, but basically I was wiped out. Like I did on the Saturday. I was wiped out for the Saturday, and by the Sunday I could go again. Um, but that's one thing. That's one thing I forgot to say. Oh, what I've been doing in the last fucking. Oh, I've been busy. I've been fucking dating someone, so I'll maybe I don't know how much I want to talk about that, but um, the after the first marathon, the next day I went out and we walked like 20 Ks or something the next day, and I was like completely fine. Um, but yeah, the first or the Saturday was really rough. I remember on the third one I finished the marathon at like 9 a.m. and then I had breakfast and I went to bed for like 2 hours. Um, I think on another one, another one of them I napped in the afternoon, but like it's just it's I mean it's a marathon, like it's tough. Um, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with myself. For that. I had the week after I didn't do another one. I think the muscular recovery was pretty quick, but I feel like the that's kind of like accumulated stress and like I don't know, like maybe not my joints, or I don't know really how to say it, but like I didn't want to push myself too much. Um um but I also had a exam. So it was like the Saturday, and then I had an exam on the Tuesday, and I didn't want to lose an entire day um of time because I'm not gonna be able to focus if my fucking because if I don't have to play RuneScape after a marathon, like I was just way too sore. Um, So I skipped that, and then this week was the second week. I didn't do one this week either. I kind of had more or less like 2 weeks off. I ran like to the dentist and back, which is like 3Ks there and 3Ks back and um whatever, but um I just wanted to really give it a rest. Um and futsal started again on Friday, so I'm not sure with that plus it being summer, um how many more super long runs I'll be doing. Maybe I'll just stick to like half marathon as like a long run. Because that should be like not too bad. During the summer, like that's a pretty reasonable like morning run or evening run, or I don't know. Like just do it in an hour 50 or something. I can probably do it in. Um, um, but yeah, I guess I've been doing a couple sort of shorter distance kind of PBs, I guess. My 10K PB before doing marathons was 53 minutes. Then I ran my first marathon, and then a couple days later did 10K and got uh sub 50, but so it was like a 3 minute improvement, which is crazy. And then I ran another marathon, and then I got another 3 minute improvement, and I got 46:30. Um, and then I ran the other marathon. I tried to go for a 43 minute, but I was probably a little too ambitious, and then the fucking wind picked up for like 2Ks, and it really killed me. Because it was like right in my face. That was a 5 kp. It would be, I don't remember what it was, but yeah, not like spectacular. Like I'm not fucking like Usain Bolt or one of the fucking Kenyan long distance runners, but like I think like it's I do like okay. Especially only running for like 8 months at this point, 7.5, 8 months. Um, well, I mean, like I played like sport a lot as a kid, like AFL, soccer, etc. But like I was never into running. Um, so like I guess I had maybe some sort of baseline level of fitness, but like certainly not anywhere close to like marathon level, and probably honestly like not even that much at all. Like so I was always more like a defender, or I played like goalkeeper for futsal. So I mean yeah. Um, that's running. I've been lifting less just because I've been running so much. Running's been more of a priority. By now I'm probably lifting like once, maybe twice a week, and that's like just chest. Because I'm also like I've been bouldering with the girl I'm seeing. So that's kind of like back, and then legs is kind of like running, and then chest and shoulders and trying to triceps is like kind of the rest of it. But it's just too hard to do like everything because it's like if you're running a marathon, it's like I would not do anything for the 2 days before it. Obviously, can't do anything day of, or in day after. I would also not do it because your fucking your glycogen stores take time to replenish. Like you're fucking you have like literally no energy to do anything for like the next like 2 days. Um, so that's like 4 days of the week that I couldn't do anything, and then with like work or time constraints, I was kind of doing it like twice a week, and then honestly down to one at this point now that I'm bouldering. But well, I'm saying that I'm bouldering a little bit anyway, but at least recently. So haven't been lifting as much, but I mean, I still think I look like fine, and I haven't really gained any strength. On like my, I guess I do fucking dumbbell bench as like my main chest exercise. I haven't really gained any strength, but I haven't like lost any either really. Which is kind of fine. Like I'm not training that much, and it's competing with running, which wants you to not have very much muscle. But I feel like I look fine, so that's cool. So no really big deal. So that's IRL. yeah, had an exam this Tuesday. So now I have 3 months off study, which was really good because study is boring as dog shit. I'm pretty sure I passed this by quite a bit, hopefully. So now I'll only have 2 subjects left, so 1 more year if everything goes to plan. Can't wait to be done with that. Boring as fuck. Work's been good. Been really busy recently. Um, just busy period. Plus, I don't know. We've had at least one person on leave out of the 7 of us, and then one guy had a kid, and uh, I don't know, just generally busy. So been working a lot. Um, I think one week I AFK'd for like 60 hours that week, which was kind of absurd. Um, or maybe it was even more. I don't even remember. Let me bank. Boom, boom, boom. Um, so I think that's everything IRL. Um, um, how long are we? Hour 21. All right, I can keep going. Um, IRL. I guess that's pretty good segue into my next topic, which I've or my next note, which is not burnt, uh, but playing less. So the last 4 or 5 weeks, I've had a lot less time to play the game actively. And with work, with study, dating, running. I think I'm playing like 15, 20 hours a week at the PC, which is significantly less than what I used to be playing, which was probably like 50 to 55 to 60, depending on the week. Um, I mean, maybe not quite 60, maybe 50. Um, so yeah, I've been making significantly well, maybe not, like I've been probably doing like 50 to 5 EHP weeks maybe, as opposed to like the 75, 80 I was probably doing before. Um, I think I think the first 3 months of the year I did like 960 EHP. The next three was like what was it, like 940, then 970. I adjusted for like banks at nine of like 1 to 1 hours, and then these last 3 months I actually missed the date by like 10 days through the 3 months, but I adjusted it slightly and I was like 920 or something, or 930 or something. So I'm still like playing. I mean, a lot less a lot last like 4 weeks, but I guess overall this year I'm still playing a lot. Won't get the fourth 4K in a row. Is it four or third? What did I do? I did 4K in my last year of uni. In my first year of work, I did 4,080. Okay, yeah, I won't get the third in a row. I guess I don't know what I did the year before that, but I don't think I was tracking then. Like bank DHP and stuff. So yeah, I'll probably get like I don't know 3,800 something, which is like it's still good. Like, I think I guess maybe I'll leave it for now. Yeah, playing a lot less, and I think it's hard to be motivated. I think that there's a lot of other factors into that, sailing and having less time, and in general just approaching 200 mil um, all probably factors into it. But I feel like it's been harder. And I feel like kind of in general the last year I've been like less um, not less motivated, but less ex extremely dedicate like I'd be like, oh, I want to make use of absolutely all of my time, You know, like it's like I was like the first year I was working, I was so motivated to um play a lot. Like um I was waking up at 4 a.m. so I could go to work by 6 so I could have less commute time. And I was like trying my best to like as soon as I wake up, get out of bed, don't like waste any time sleeping around or fucking um, whatever. Like I was really trying to like make the absolute most out of my time. And in terms of like how much difference that makes, it's it's really not that much. Like maybe 100 hours a year, but like it it's a good feeling to like feel like you're doing like absolutely everything you can. And then last year, I've kind of lost a little bit of that. Like I'm kind of like relaxed a little bit more. Like for example, like I'm not holding red chins, or I'll sleep a little bit more. Um, or yeah, if I have like 5 minutes, maybe I won't like try to like find an activity to do one to one. And um, I guess in general, I'm kind of focused more on things outside of the game as well. So for example, like I'm more open to spend less time playing the game to do other things that I want to do, such as running or you know working even. Like I really enjoy my job, um, and so spending like overtime hours or whatever, like working because I want to. Like it's not a requirement, but sometimes I just want to. Um, or I guess dating is the obvious one. It's like me a year ago would have been like, nah, it's a waste of time. But I mean, to be honest, I never thought it would actually happen. Um, so I guess there's that. But I think like coming, I think like my biggest fear was like hitting 200 mil and having nothing. Like, because I feel like that would like you'd feel so lost. It's like you spent 5.5 whatever years, every moment, waking moment of your life is fucking RuneScape. And then it's like, okay, I beat RuneScape, now what? And I really didn't want that. I mean, I always had stuff like I've played futsal for the whole time during the summer season. I've lifted for most of it. Um, so I've always kind of had like these small things, but yeah, I really don't want to hit 200 mil and just kind of be lost. I guess in life in general, but kind of like the game. And so I was like, okay, as I come towards the last like year of playing the game, I'm gonna, if I spend 500 hours a year doing other stuff, I'll finish 1.5 months later. But I feel like I'll enjoy myself more, and that's really that matters. Like it's not like I'm not competing for rank or anything, so it doesn't matter. It's more of it's a personal goal. Like 200 mil to me, like none of it is to do with ranks or anything like that or beating other people. It's like maybe I'll write this down. What is I feel like this could go on for like 3 hours. So what is the time? 8:35. I can go for an hour and a half at least. We can do a 3 hour pee poppy ramble. Is that too much? No, but when you only have like 1 to 2 hours a night to play the PC, because the rest of your time is spent like I would wake up, take the dogs for a walk, get ready for work, go to work, I don't know, 10 hours, come back. It's fucking 7 p.m. I'll have dinner and I'll have 2 hours to play the game. It's kind of like no matter how hard you try, it's gonna make like such a little difference. So it's like it I find it hard to maintain that mindset of like caring a lot. Um, because it doesn't, it's just not going to make a difference. It like doesn't, more than it's not going to make a difference, it's just like, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like it's making a difference. Like, I don't know, getting a 56 HP week instead of a 54, like when in all realities, you just know you're getting like kind of shit compared to what I'm used to of like, 80. Um, it's pretty hard on the mental, and honestly, the game itself is less fun. I feel like the more you play, the more you play RuneScape, the more fun it is. I guess kind of because you have that like that feeling of you like productivity. Like if you spend your entire day playing RuneScape, it's like, oh yes, I've been as productive as I can in terms of the game. But you only played 2 hours. It's kind of like, well, I've done fucking nothing today. Oh, um, um, and I don't I don't I guess that's why I say I'm not burned. Like I don't think like I'm not burning out. I'm not enjoying the game less in an overall sense. Once I have more free time again, I don't know when my parents get back or like the work break. I'm certain I'll enjoy it just as much as before, and I'll be fine. Like today's the first day I've been able to like play RuneScape more or less all day, and I streamed like 6 hours, and the first like 2 hours that day was kind of hard to be honest. I was like a little bit bored, um, but then I went live and talked to people, and now I'm doing a ramble, and I'm chilling, having fun. Um, so I think a lot of it comes down to the fact that I don't the last month I just haven't had the time to play that much. And yeah, it's hard to care when you don't have the time. Um, that's one of the main reasons. Another main reason I think is finishing 200 mil in general. Like everybody's told me, it's like the last year of RuneScape sucks, or you get to the end and you start feeling super demotivated because it's just a countdown. And I never really felt that while I was at like 4K, while I was at 3K to go, and I'm about 1800 to 2K hours to go ish. I'm not too sure. I'll talk about that a little bit. And I'm not sure if I'm starting to feel it or if it's just because I don't really have the time. But it feels. I mean, maybe I don't know. I don't know if I'm feeling that just because there's like other things going on. Maybe it's contributing a little bit. I it's hard to like isolate it if that's like really impacting me or not. I don't think it is because I have like other things I enjoy in the game. Like once I finish skilling, I'll just PVM or cloak. Like I'm still gonna play the game. Um, there's almost zero chance I quit. Well, there is zero chance I quit entirely. Maybe I'll play like less actively, but I'll like like I still enjoy chilling, like AFKing something at work. Like um, I'll log out when I go into the office, but work from home, it's like I don't know. It's chill just do something like AFK. So um, I don't think it's too much. But yeah, and then the third thing is sailing. Like sailing, I I held out hope for a while that I'd be able to finish before sailing. When sailing was first announced like 2 years ago, I was like, oh, that shit's gonna take forever. I'm probably gonna beat it. I was like, oh, that shit's gonna come out in fucking end of 2026. Um, and I would have been right if they didn't decide, hey, we're gonna release sailing with one third of it developed, and then we're gonna develop over the next 2 years to finalize the skill. Um, so I guess I was right in a sense, but I guess also wrong because that shit's probably coming this year, if not early January. But I would imagine it would be kind of late November, early December. But they haven't announced shit, and I feel like they should probably announce it with more than like a couple weeks. So it's probably gonna be announced soon. But It's kind of got to the point where it's like hitting me. It's like I'm getting close to finishing the game, but I'm just not. Like this skill could be fucking 1,500 hours. It could be 2,000 hours. I don't think it's gonna be 2,000. I expect it to be like 800. So maybe 200 will take me 3 months longer or something. But it's like I just yeah, it's hard to put into words. I just don't want the skill, man. That's not what the game is to me, and it's just depressing knowing that I'm at the stage where I'm probably gonna be the first Iron Man, or the closest Iron Man to 200 mil lob, who doesn't get it before Sailing comes out. Because there's what, 8 people with 200 mil lob. Uh, yeah, there's 8. But Zekin is 500 hours away. Cosine is 700 hours away. I'm pretty sure they both have over HP. Like I'm pretty like Zekin's at least been doing Herblore. So that I'm pretty sure they're both gonna finish before Sailing. And then Dids, I'm not sure if I'll pass Dids in EHP, but he doesn't count because like he's what, 1,400 more HP than me, but he's on a 0.02 week, so like I'm just ignoring him. So I'm the I'll be like the the first one not to get 200 before Sailing, which just kind of sucks to be at like that position. It's like I'll probably get a higher rank. Like if I end up doing training this skill actively, maybe I'll get like, I don't know, rank 5 or 6 optimistically, depending on like if other people come back or how much people play. But like I'll certainly gain like some ranks that I shouldn't. But like it doesn't it feels like shit, to be honest, to to be in this position. So yeah, I'm really not happy that Sailing's coming in, and I think, yeah, combined with the fact that I know I'm not gonna make it, it's just compounds in the fact that I haven't had as much time to play it. It's honestly just been pretty depressing, and like sure, Sailing could be fun, sure it could be interesting. I hope it's fun. I hope it's interesting, but I would never vote for it, even if it's the best skill in the game. Probably. I mean, obviously that's something you'd know in hindsight, but um, I it 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 it, it, in my head, Sailing fucking Barracuda trials can't be fun because it like you just how you can't control the fucking the boat. Like, how are you supposed to control the fucking huge ass boat like on a 600 millisecond tick fucking based game? Like, Sep is perfect because it's like, I don't know, everything makes sense. Like, you move 2 tiles every tick and you dodge all the obstacles and shit, and it's like every tick matters. Whereas Sailing's probably just gonna feel like doing Sep but on 5,000 ping because the boat's just not like, I don't know, it's just gonna be like so unresponsive. And I don't know, like I haven't tried like the beta or the alpha or whatever, but fucking picking up and collecting crates on the fucking ocean and lightning killing all your I don't know. Honestly, sounds like fucking horseshit. Maybe it'll be fun, but you know, um, so yeah, I guess I just finished talking about Sailing. But if there is a fun active method slash no good AFK method, I would just main Sailing straight to 200 mil, I guess. I mean, it'll basically be my only main skill, other than maybe I'll have some thieving left and con, I guess. But if the main skill is boring, or if the main method's boring and there's a good AFK, maybe I'll just fucking AFK the rest of the game and start PVM early before 200 mil all. But I kind of like, I have a fucking dashing Keva task, bro. This is the second time I've done this today. Holy fuck. Um, it was Red Jin's on a dashing Keva task. Probably because he got it the POH, I guess. Um, and I'm fucking tired. Um, maybe I should bank the meat first. Um, I feel like I've been not judgmental, but like to me, it's like maybe I understand or I didn't understand before, but it's like people who would play so much and then get towards near the end of the game and then just fucking slow right down or start doing other shit or trolling. It's kind of like, I mean, Turn's the perfect example. Like that guy was fucking like played crazy hours. Like I think got like what rank 2 year, fucking absolute unit, and then just kind of like chilled the last year and like I don't know like a 1K probably wasn't that bad, but like because he didn't want to finish skilling and it's like I was kind of like a little like well kind of what's the point kind of in my tier list. Well, I don't know if I want to say that, but kind of like I didn't like view it like positively really because maybe I didn't just understand. But now I kind of see it as, especially if there's no rank to get, it's like there's no rush, and it's like you're at the point where it's like guaranteed you're gonna get 200 mil all, and it's like either you don't want it to end, or it just feels like nothing, it doesn't matter anymore, which I kind of feel maybe a little bit, but and maybe you've done all the skills you want to, and you don't really want to train the last few, or you just want to AFK them, or whatever happens. But I'm not sure if I'll be in that position because like I still don't have the desire to PVM. Like even if I do finish my melees with PVM, I'm not at the point where I'd be like gonna ask someone to like TOB with me. Like maybe if someone invited me to TOB, maybe I'd say yes if I was like really in the mood. But I'm still kind of like I'm not gonna go fucking do random bullshit like Callisto or Clue Scrolls or fucking I don't know like God was Dungeon or like something like that. Like that's just kind of like trolling. Like maybe I'll do like Tob or Yama or something. That's like good melee XP. But I mean, somebody asks me and it's like somebody I want to like voice with for like a couple hours and just chill and have some fun. But like it's still kind of like the fun of PVM is like it's still in my head is kind of like a waste of time and it's like even if I want to do it anyway. Um, but yeah, maybe I have an excuse because it's sailing. That's kind of like that's like is that an excuse? Like I don't know, sailing just fucks everything over. I think like I don't know. My I don't know. If sailing wasn't coming in the game, absolutely I wouldn't PVM before I hit 200. Well, maybe like I mean knowing that like I can't be cosine, I can't be Zeke, and I can't get top 10. Um, that I'll finish like, and then there's nobody behind me that's anywhere close, and I could just like PVM. I'd if anything wasn't coming out in this position, I'd probably still PVM for my melee XP because I don't know I'd just be doing that after anyway, and that's not gonna affect anything. Um, I'd still finish like maybe it would take me uh what 6 weeks instead of a month to do like 90 mil XP or something because my AFK like I assume it's just mil XP. I'd still probably AFK zone. And then get 100k now, fucking 200k. I don't know whatever I'm doing actively. But yeah. Um, I don't know. Like I feel like it's just sailing. Like we'll see when it comes out. Maybe it'll be fun and I'll become undepressed. But um, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Um, I'm pretty disappointed that sailing is legitimately coming into the game. Yeah, I don't know. I've probably said it like so many times over, just the same thing, and I feel like everybody else thinks the same. So maybe there's not much point, but sailing bad. Um, it makes me care less, I think. The fact that Sailing's coming into the game, I feel like if Sailing wasn't coming into the game, I'd still, and like I knew that I was, because I guess it's like I don't know how far away I am to finish 200 mil all. That maybe it's kind of that. It's like if Sailing wasn't coming to the game, I'd know I'm, 1,500 hours plus like 300 hours of melee like EHP till I was done. So it's like I can like see that, I can plan that, and I can do whatever. But maybe it's just the unknown of Sailing. I don't know what the method is. I don't know if it's gonna be fun, how fast it will be, if there's an AFK. Like fuck. Maybe it's that. It's probably just the unknowns, because like I've always been like a very some to like plan like very far ahead. Like I'd be like um I'd look at, like when I first started playing, like one example, because I want to talk about this as well, is like zero times. It's like I first started playing the game and I was like, okay, the zero times available to my account, or to any fresh on my account, is uh bob fishing, day ult, redwoods, nightmare zone, and then uh I guess maybe you want to count uh gem knights, and probably want to count VM. Uh, Stars didn't exist, and fucking Bone Mine didn't exist either. But so those are the main ones. And I was like, I guess my plan, which kind of is important, not them at this point, is I was like, the most efficient thing I can do is not fuck up my zero time. Because like if you run out of zero time, for a lot of people, like especially if you have like a job or like responsibilities, and you have to zero time a lot, like you just get fucked. Like if you're a main and you can play actively 40 hours a week, and you can AFK 40 hours a week, and you do woodcutting, fishing, mining, and and I don't know what else, like and then you 1.5 dig day, like you just have nothing left to AFK, so you are fucked. So I think like an example was like I would plan out which skills I'm gonna leave AFK, and then like when I'm gonna do them. So it's like my whole account, I've not just stuck with one AFK. I feel like a lot of people will be like, oh yeah, my zero time is redwoods, and then whenever I zero time, I do redwoods. I was always like, okay, my zero time for I'd always try like min max my zero. I feel like I've talked about this a little bit, but I'd always try like min max my zero time, because it's like if you can do an hour of day ult instead of hour of redwoods, you get 0.5 instead of 0.3. Like that's the same as like doing a 1-to-1 hour instead of a 0.8 hour. And it's just easier as just doing a different AFK method. And that's the same difference between doing an hour of VM and an hour of Granite. Um, but so I was kind of like, okay, I'll do day ult when I need an AFK and I can't bank. So when I'm outside walking, or on the bus, or whatever. So like that's mostly when I do day ult. And fishing I'll do when I'm at the PC, but I need to AFK for a couple minutes at a time. So I'd AFK fishing while I'm doing uni, or doing or while I'm eating sometimes. Or sometimes I do day while I'm eating. And then redwoods is like, when I need like more than a couple minutes AFK at a time. So when I'm lifting or working in the office, or whatever. And so I before I started work, I was only like 60 mil woodcutting or something like that. I just never really trained redwoods, because redwoods is AFK compared to other things. Like it's like 0.3 instead of like 0.4, 0.5 of like some other methods. Um, and obviously Nightmare Zone was like if I need to like 20-minute plus AFK, and I've kind of done fuck all Nightmare Zone on my account. Like most of my XP's just come from yeah, Slayer and PVM, I guess. I really haven't done that much Nightmare Zone. Like I wanted to, the reason why I have so much melee XP left is when I was doing Slayer, I was like, I was like, I need to save melee XP for Nightmares Gonna work because I didn't think I could be able to do anything else. But then I was just easily able to do redwoods on the phone. Even if I'm doing redwoods at like 0.5, it's like redwoods at 0.5 the red word. Like if I'm getting like 0.2, 0.15, it's still better than Nightmare Zone. Um, so yeah. Um, and then kind of what ended up happening is like if sailing wasn't a thing, I'd have too much zero time XP. So I have roughly my count left is give or take a little bit 500 EHP of active training, 1000 EHP in AFK skills, and then about 300 EHP in melees. So not counting that as an AFK skill. So like in, I don't know, 3 months I'd be out of active skills and I'd have too much zero time left, which is a lot better of a problem to have than the other way around, having like 2,000 hours to go, but no fucking zero time left. Um, so I I, I I think that's really important to think about. Like this is like a long term planning kind of thing, but like yeah, I'd always like I'd plan for like what I'm doing for the next week, what I'm doing for the next month, the next year, and then like the whole account. So I'd always kind of have like an idea of like the long term like how to play it like macro efficiently. And but I guess to me like kind of said before like to me the game is it's a personal achievement and what I want to do is I want to play in the best way I can such that I can look back and be like if I did it again I wouldn't do anything different. Um, Knowing the information that I knew at each time. Like obviously in hindsight, like fucking I would have done more melee XP through Slayer because if I knew that I wouldn't need the nightmares and I obviously wouldn't have left it. But um, I think it was a good choice to make in the moment. To leave it. Sorry, let me just have some water and yawn. Um, and I feel like I've achieved that for the most part. Like I can't really think of anything that I've done. Um, I can't think of anything I've done that's been like extremely retarded. Obviously, like finishing 200 mil Slayer off the bat, it's like maybe I could have only done 150 mil or done a little bit less Slayer so that I you know could adjust my herb or whatever. But I feel like that didn't make very much of a difference. So I feel like especially with the list I had, like I like I was doing Zuck and then barraging Abbey Demons and Necreals and like it wasn't really gonna get much better than that. Um, like a lot of people say, "Oh, do Slay last," because Slay is the skill that always gets quicker. But like, I think for Iron Man specifically, it's very hard for it to get much quicker. I think main Slay didn't really get much quicker either. That's more just like it's easier to get better rates because like a lot of people like if you just fucking if you didn't ult or whatever, like you get shit rates, but now goading potions for those people. But like I feel like if you already ulted, like it didn't really get much quicker. Um, I guess like new gear makes it a little bit quicker, but um, that's really about it. So I don't feel like that was a mistake that it cost me time or that like that was bad macro efficient. Like I probably wouldn't rate it like S macro efficiency, but it's like I picked up skilling and then I decided to do the longest 200 mil first and finish that. And I feel like it's not like I was doing like um I don't know what's a I feel bad saying this because like followers will probably watch this, but like doing doing agility before fishing Like like uh like it's not as bad as that, you know, like it's not like literally get playing for zero in the long term. But like I mean I understand, you know, like that he no flame. I understand the decision, but clearly it loses about 200 hours to do that. Um so so I don't think it was anything like that, but um yeah, I feel like I've played the game like as well as possible, and maybe I've been lucky with some like update timings. Like 100 Rumors came out at a pretty perfect time, and then um yeah, I don't know. I guess it. I mean, I have too much GP in a sense, but like if I don't have to sell the runes like that, like I have like 1.5 mil soul runes and 800k blood runes, and like so I guess like that's technically too much GP, but like not really, because like if I don't have to sell it, I can keep it for PVM. So even that's like not really a mistake. And like there's some things that I do that it's like, you know, I spend a bit of time PVMing. You know, like I probably spent like a couple thousand, maybe not a couple thousand, but like I did while I was skilling. I got a scythe, got a shadow, did Nax, did DT2, Grandmaster CAs. Like I spent like a pretty reasonable amount of time, probably at least 1,000 hours like PVMing. So it's like I guess there's that, but it's like I'm also an Iron Man and I like PVM. So it's like sure if I was a skiller like only, but like like I guess like if you make up the criteria, like like it's easy to play perfect because you just decide what the criteria is. But it's like for my goals and my interests and how I see the game, I feel like um I've done pretty well. Um, and I've made most uses of my time a lot of the time. Like it's hard. It's like it's hard. It's impossible to do it every day. Like there's gonna be days where it's like, you know, I'm just gonna fucking watch TikTok in bed for an hour or whatever. But you know, I try to like minimize that shit as much as possible, and you know, I still have some interests IRL. You know, like lifting or whatever. Like I didn't dedicate all my time. Obviously, not gonna quit my job and shit. But like with the life situation I'm in and the interests I have and whatever, I feel like I've done pretty well up until this point. Now I'm kind of at the point where it's like with sailing and the unknown, I just and I don't have as much time, and it's hard to care to do that anymore. And I feel like I don't know if I'm like disappointed in myself, or like if it's just like I feel that other people are gonna be disappointed in me, which is pretty retarded, or like not that other people are disappointed in me, but it's like other people see that and it's um I'm pretty vocal about what skilling is to me and what makes a good skiller, and if I've which I guess coincidentally is kind of how I play the but anyway you make the criteria you make but like I it's like if I do that and then but then I go against it in the next or in the last like 6 months of playing the game, it's kind of like oh you kind of like you know I don't know how to explain, not let down or disappoint, but like you kind of like went against my own way of playing the game, and I, I don't know if I like feel bad about that or what, but it really it's hard to care, and at the end of the day, it's a game and it's a personal achievement. I'm gonna get 200 mil there's no way like unless I literally get killed, like well totally like I said this last time but like unless I literally fucking get a girlfriend or something, then but like and so let's not foreshadow me dying. That would be um or getting horribly injured, but um It's basically a cert. Like, unless something extreme happens, I will finish the game, and whether it takes me a couple extra months or not, and whether I start, I don't know, maybe spending some time PVMing with friends, like before I finish 200 mil all, and maybe I'm just being a bitch and it's fucking sailing, and as soon as that shit comes out and we know how long it's gonna take and we know the methods, and I'll just fucking lock in for a little bit and I'll have some more time, then then maybe we'll be okay. But for the next, like, until sailing comes out, I'm probably gonna be like, and while I'm busy, which is like that kind of period kind of overlaps. I've I'm not lost, but I'm not. I guess it's just the uncertain. I don't know how else to put it other than that. It's like I don't know. I don't know, and it's hard to be motivated to stick to a plan that you can't make because you don't know what the future is like. Because I'm at the point where it's like I can plan for the next 2 months. Like I can finish a couple skills and I can do thieving, and then it's just kind of like after that, I don't know, because like we don't know when sailing's coming out. We don't know what the methods are gonna be, and I maybe I just don't do well with that uncertainty, I guess. Like I'm still like overall, I'm still making more or less the most out of my time. Um and like I'm still enjoying the game. Maybe a little less so than if I did have some more time to play. But like I think overall, like maybe my enjoyment of RuneScape's like a little bit less, but my enjoyment of like life overall is like greater still because I'm like doing other things that I want to. Um but maybe I'm just being a bit. Maybe I don't know, bro. We'll see when sailing comes out. I don't know, but yeah, I guess it's that. Um, do I have anything else to move on to? Uh, question mark. What's left? Finishing. I already kind of talked about finishing skills. What's left? I think I've already kind of touched on that. Min-maxing finishing skills. This is a note that I wrote down at the start. How long are we? 2 hours. All right. I'll probably. I guess I'll just go through the other notes that I've written down, and I don't know, maybe I'll think of something fucking else to yap on for a little bit. But it is 9 p.m., so I should probably be going to bed. Maybe like an hour and a little bit. Um, can I get back over? Nope. Min-maxing finishing skills. So I think, and I guess min-maxing finishing skills and one-to-one in the moment versus the long term. So I think the example I want to give is herb law, because I think that's like the easiest example. In like the most efficient way to train herb law would be don't make a single potion until you have to train the skill, which would be near the end. So once you've done all your herb runs, you know how much XP. Well, you have all your fucking caviar from fucking um, fishing, and you know how much mixology you might have to do or or whatever, and you've kind of done everything that'll give you herb lore XP, and then you do herb lore, and it's like how like in a perfect world that would be the most efficient way to do it because you'd save time because you'd know exactly how much of each thing you need to do. But at the same time, in reality, that's not what happens because sometimes, like, training Herblore in the moment might be the best thing you can do. Like if your option is do Herblore at the bank versus barbfish, doing Herblore at the bank is 1-to-1. Barb fishing is 0.5 if you're AFKing it, or 0.45. So it's like you'd be saving time by doing Herblore, but how much time does that lose you in the long run? So it's like what's the balance? Like how do you navigate that? And it's hard because it'll change with updates and fucking other stuff. Like I don't really know if this is like a something that I haven't answered. I think it's just something that people should consider. Like particularly Iron Man, is like how do you approach doing a skill? Like if you wanna train Herblore just to get base 100 or to get 100 mil XP for base 100 mil, or maybe just feel like doing some Herblore. I feel like just being aware that there is a trade-off. Like maybe like you would save some time if you didn't do that, but it's like also you you have to train something. Like you can't like like it's never going to be more efficient to log out of the game and do nothing. So you have to spend your time doing something, but like if you're doing something, you might be losing time in the future. So it's like trying to navigate that, I guess. And I think it that kind of comes in with the AFKs. It's like, well, so you want to, so if you're a fresh Iron Man, you want to save all these skills for AFKs in case maybe something happens in the future. Like for me, it was like, oh well, what if I get a job in the future and I don't have anywhere near enough time to play and I can only AFK. Well, if all the skills I have left have good AFKs, then I'm fine. But if I train all those skills first, so it's like, okay, so I'm not going to do wood cutting, I'm not going to do fishing. Maybe, I guess nowadays you would not do mining or day alt, um, or whatever. So you'd save that. So it's like, okay, I can't do those skills. And it's like, well, I can't train construction because I want to leave that. And it's like, well, I can't train rune crafting because I need to, because I can't do day alt. And I don't know. Then it's like how many skills can you train? Like you have to do something. So it's like trying to, and you're also trying to play around devaluement. It's like, well, this skill's maybe likely to get devalued. It's like I don't want to train that. But you have to train something. So I think it's kind of like, I think that should be something like people think about. Like sure, if you log in and you get 1-to-1 in the moment, you're making 1-to-1 progress in the moment. But particularly for Iron Man, I've probably said that like so many times. But like just thinking about what you're doing, and like the order you do, like the skills you train, and how you do things, it's like it's a good thing to think about often as well, because like maybe some update will change, or you change your mind, or you want to browse something differently, or something IRL happens, or whatever. Just but thinking about that, having a plan, like having a general long-term plan for how you approach the game, maybe for the next year, a little bit more detailed, for the next 3 months, for the next month, the next week, just kind of thinking about what you're going to do, and how you're going to approach this problem. Because it's like, it's a problem that has moving parts because the game gets changed and your IRL changes and what you want to do changes, and like there's no optimal way to do it with certainty, and it's different for everybody because everybody's in a different situation. So it's like, how do you approach this problem? And I think that's something that's like worth spending time if you seriously want to like play RuneScape well. Well, I guess, but it is like I guess for me that was like kind of my goal. It's like play play as like try and play the best as you can, and finish 200 mil ore with like, and be able to look back and be like, yes, I'm satisfied with the decisions I made and how I approach this problem. And yeah, it's hard because it's like it doesn't give you a benefit in the immediate term. It's kind of like, well, I'll just not think about it because everything's going to change and I'll just train my skill. I'm getting 1-to-1. But like, I'm like, to me, I like thinking about it. Maybe some people don't. And maybe like, I don't know, maybe it's too, people think it's too daunting or too hard to like look at, Herblore or something like that, or Slayer or whatever. But, and like the, or all and how all the skills intertwined. But I don't know, something to think about. Even if you don't change what you're doing, it's, I don't know. I encourage it. Um, but yeah. Um, yeah, another that I had was yeah, I guess sort of ties in with what I had before. So min-max finishing skills and banked XP over 200 mil all. So I think like, I guess the reason why I want to talk about this is like, so say in like the banked EHP calculation that I do to look at, so how much HP I've gained and how much of that was from banked and how much did I bank in that year, and to kind of overall give you of like how many hours of 1-to-1 I played. Um, it's like that there comes an issue when you have banked EHP that you can't actually use. So for example, um, in my spreadsheet, I calculated, I have, I don't know, 30 banked EHP or 40 or whatever it is for the 150k caviar in my bank, but I can't use that caviar, so that doesn't give me anything. Um, and so I guess in terms of one, allowing for that in a a, an EHP year calculation, like I'd probably not remove 40 EHP for myself because of that, and I'd probably have some like adjustment afterwards at the end to like kind of show that. But like the game has an ending point, and it's like that like because the game is changing, and yeah, as I mentioned before, like you can't. There's this moving target that's 20,000 hours away, and you have to try and hit it on the head. Otherwise, you might lose 50, 100 hours, 200 hours. Like, okay, or like, it's so difficult. Um, and I think this is where like the I guess the planning comes ahead. I was like, there's nothing I can do about the fact that I literally just don't have enough potions to use my caviar with. And I guess that's a decision I made because I wanted to make super combats um, and not Zamrak mixes. But yeah, like I think like my banked EHP calc I think says I'm like 1800 EHP off. Um, but yeah, I can't use 50 of what's in for Herbal, or maybe or maybe the construction calc's a little bit iffy because of miscellanea. Um, but maybe the some of the construction I have over is not real. Um, by the time that I like end or whatever, like um, because like the EHP rate calculates some miscellanea, but it's kind of hard to like account for that in a banked EHP calc. But um, I guess it doesn't matter too much like between years, but like then it all kind of builds up slowly over each year, and then it all combines in the last year, and it's like, well, maybe I'll lose like 10 hours from con or something compared to like what the calc says. So it's like I feel like, but yeah, based on playing like 4K each per year, I was like, okay, I'll probably finish end of February, start of March. But even if Sailing didn't come out and I did keep 4K pace, I probably wouldn't finish until mid to late or mid April or something. Or maybe, I mean, I have been playing a little less than I expected. So there's also that. But it's like, um, yeah, it's an interesting problem because, yeah, I don't know. It's a moving target. You've got a fucking blindfold on, because you don't know what update's going to happen, and how you might like because most people's goals aren't just 200 mil and then quit. Like most people, like even Wizard and Stee, they're still kind of playing. Like these guys did like fucking no PVM. Probably didn't make any. Probably did not make any super combo. I don't know. Well, I guess Wizard did a lot of two tick fishing rather than Barbler, but like yeah, it's like EHP assumes something, and it probably assumes what is reasonable, but like for what EHP should be, but like EHP, yeah, shouldn't account for the fact that some people might want to PVM after 200 mil, but if you do make the decision, you will lose some time for first, like what like the EHP says you should. So um, yeah. So I think I mean in terms, oh, God, in terms of how long it'll actually take to finish, um, because I'll probably PVM the less a decent bit of my melee XP, like and if Sailing didn't come out, I'd probably finish. Like I'm probably doing, I don't know, 3.5K year pace at the moment for the next couple months. So it'd probably take me what 6 months, so 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, January, February, March, April. So yeah, probably mid April. Plus I don't know, a couple weeks of PVM. So end of April is probably where I'd be looking at finishing. So then well, May, June, July. So maybe if Sailing's 800 to 1,000 hours, I'll finish in July, August next year or something. So I should be, I don't know, 10 months ish off. Like I'm close, but it doesn't, I don't know. I fucking hate Sailing, dude. Oh my god. I wish that shit wasn't coming into the game. Anyway, AFK for 200 mil. I can already touch that. What I'm on the moon for this long term. What is 200 mil older than me? I think I've already kind of touched that up. Um, oh, God, I fucking. Ah. Do I have anything else to talk about? Maybe like. I don't know. What I mean, I've probably, I've probably said like so many times already. It's like, yep, clog and PVM probably is what I'm gonna do after. But I don't know how much of that I'll like start doing before 200 mil or what. But and even if I start doing a little bit, like it's probably not gonna affect me too much. So I'm still gonna AFK the same amount of skilling. I'll, maybe if I spend 30% of my time clogging actively, like I'm still gonna be doing like pretty reasonable. Maybe I'll finish a couple weeks slower, but um, I guess it depends. I don't know. I don't know. Ah. Yeah, I think that's most of what I want to talk about. Um, what are we at? 2 hours 20. Damn, I could make it to 3 hours, bro. I fucking stink. Um, I think it's just general comments. Twitch is dead as fuck, bro. We need more people. That like usually there's like waves of skilling streams. Like people come, people go. There's been fucking nobody forever. I haven't. I barely watch Twitch. There's fucking nobody like. Oh no, there's actually. Oh, Tenji's live at the moment. Minnie and okay, there's actually three people right now live that I would watch, but that's that's a rare occasion. Holy fuck. Um, most of the time Twitch is fucking dead as fuck. So I guess none of them are skillers even. It's all PVM, but um, yeah, more people go live. More people do rambles, I guess. Azula, I'm talking to you, bro. Fucking, I want to hear it. Nah, there's been a few rambles. I haven't like, I've been so busy. I haven't like caught up, but there's a few, especially after fantasy, um, that I haven't watched. But I have been like listening to some like during work instead of just music while I'm working from home, which has actually been nice. I was doing a little bit. I kind of stopped for a while, but like the Souls month in reviews are so long. It's fucking like an hour and a half or something. So I was like three fucking, and they were coming out pretty quick because they were catching up. But I caught back up on them. There's a couple rambles I've got in the bank. Um, Bastard. Uh, I don't know if I have anything else. Um, I didn't really spend too much time like thinking about. I spent like literally 1 minute just typing down a couple things, then I went hit live, and that's probably like five things when I think. It always happens. I like fucking. I do the ramble, and I fucking. I don't know. Yeah. I think one thing maybe I should do is like kind of like title my rambles so I like kind of know what I talked about when other people know like what I talk about because like I've just named like ramble 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5A or for 5A 5B or whatever because I kind of did two at once. Um um so yeah, maybe I'll do that. Da 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 da. I don't know. I think I'm all topicked out. Oh, the Solos podcast is tomorrow morning. Unfortunately, I'll be asleep, so I won't be able to see it live. It's like fucking 2 a.m. in the morning, but hopefully it'll be nice. 2 hours of a listen ish. Um, so that'll be good. Um, I how the fuck do I end this shit, bro? It's always I feel like I always get to the end and then I just fucking I'll ramble, I guess. Like I mean, it's the point, but for like 5 minutes and just kind of repeat shit or fucking say nothing, and I'm doing a lot of saying nothing right now. Um, but I mean, it's cool. Maybe I will actually comment. It's been I think it's been cool, that I feel like there's been quiet, not recently, but like over the last I don't know, kind of 2 to 3 years that there's been quite a few like Iron Man skillers that have like played hard and stuck around. Like I feel like there's been a lot of people that have like played a lot and just left, but I feel like there haven't been. too many people that have burned tower recently, I don't think, which is cool. There's quite a few people at like 9, 10, 11, 12, 13K app that have like been playing for a couple years. They're still going strong. So shout out um to those people. And honestly, there's quite a few people I don't know, adjacent with, but don't really talk to at all, which is, I don't know. I mean, people have their little groups, and you can't really be friends with everyone. But um, I think it's cool. It's cool that there are other people like me, that enjoy the game in the same way, and you know, going for the same goal. And I guess because I've never really had direct competition, like there's no one that's close to me either above or below that's like similar to me in terms of like how much we play, or how much like, or I don't know, like my closest competition above me, I guess, is like Cosine slash Zekin, but they're 1,500 hours ahead of me, and for most of the game that's been like 4 or 5K, because like I know like Cosine got a job and he was playing like um I don't know, maybe even 3Ks, but 3Ks versus 4Ks over 3 years time closes closes 3,000 hours. I think Zekan, I think, plays a little bit less than both. And there's no one really behind me that's close enough. So, like there's no one, like I've never been past, and anyone that I have passed has not really been like, I don't know. I've not really passed someone that's been like that plays a lot and hasn't just like burnt out or something. Like um I've passed Q, who's on a 28 and is usually on way less. Redo undo is about the same, I think. Urbas plays fuck all. He's on a 17. List burned. Uh, most of these people just playing like 20s to 40s, so it's like, of course I'm gonna pass them. There's no one doing like 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, like around me. And the closest person behind me that's kind of doing that is, it might be Finchy. Gib. It's it's literally Finchy, and he's 4,500 hours behind me. So it's like I'm like in this weird spot where it's like everyone that plays as much as I do is either 4,000 hours ahead of me or 4,000 hours behind me. And so it's like I'm in this weird zone of like, I don't have like a real competition. Like that there's nobody that's like, no, like we're fighting for rank or whatever. So I don't know. I mean, to me that like that's not really important to me. It's just like a funny like observation. But I think it's cool that there's like there's still other people in the game that care. Like that there's new people coming through. There's people that have played for 2 to 3 years that are still going. Yeah. So I guess that's cool to see. Like, I mean, what? Yeah, Finchie's at 13K. CC9 double agent. What's double agent doing? He's only on 55. Guys, hashtag burnt. Oh, it's Slayer. Double agent. He played so much for like 2 years or something. That's crazy. Shout out. Um, it feels weird. Everyone's kind of like either a year ahead of me or a year behind me, and it's like, yeah. Um, there's just a interesting note I kind of have like. I mean, I guess there have been people that like Gliss used to play like quite a lot, and then obviously he burned, so no shit, I'm gonna pass him. And Lydia Kenny played quite a bit, but he burned or just PVM, and it doesn't really play too much now. And I really hope like all these people that are like 1 year, 2 years behind me, they kind of like keep going because it'd be a shame to see all these like really talented players that care a lot about the game just kind of, I don't know. It sucks seeing people burn, you know, because they're like these people they have the same interest in you, and it's like their interests change, and a lot of the time you just like, I don't know, they kind of just disappear. You know, if they stop playing RuneScape a lot of the time, they just, you know, stop typing in Discord, or they don't hang out in voice, or whatever, and it kind of sucks to see, you know, like I used to talk to Gliss like so much, but he's hardly around. Um, like he'll join for I think UFC every now and then, but I don't like watching UFC, so I don't join voice. So like, you know, I really talked to Gliss, or I mean, who else kind of burnt out. I mean, I guess Lydia Kenny like fucking works a lot. I think. Not that I was like too close, but um, I think when he was in Olympus, I guess while I was in there. I mean, there's a lot of people obviously like they go through times where it's like, you know, you're busy IRL. Like I think Cactus was saying he was like busy IRL, so it's like, you know, that like shit happens, and you know, but people want to play less, but it sucks when that happens, and they kind of just get like, yeah, whatever. Um, I'm done with the game, so no burning out, please. No, nobody burn out, please. Finish 200 Malol. You will. I don't know. Um, I just always love like, I feel like if there wasn't other people with the same interest, it would be very like, as much as kind of RuneScape is kind of a single play game to me, like in the sense that like, I mean, it's sing it, I guess it's a single play game that has a community kind of like I guess that's how I kind of see it. You know, it's like everybody's doing their own adventure. Like you play your own character. Like most people that I talk to, like I just, you know, I'm not even from the same fucking country, so it's like, you know, I never see them in game, and what, but like everybody's kind of a part of this like wider community. So, but like, and even if you're like a part of like there's people that are part of the community that like I don't talk to, but like you're still like, I don't know, everybody kind of has the same interests, and the same, you know, kind of, I don't know, everybody loves like skilling, and it's cool to be a part of, I think, and to see other people have the same kind of mindset. So I don't know. I think that's um most of what I wanted to most of what I wanted to talk about. Uh, Time 9:40. I'm fucking tired. 2.5 hours. I can I call it there? Is that enough? Is that enough? I didn't make 3 hours, bro, but I didn't make 3 hours. How long is my is my is my long? I know there was like Ramble fucking 5A and 5B, but I guess I recorded them both on the same fucking day. But I guess that's only an hour, 2 hours 9. Okay, fuck. Ramble 3 was 2 hours 12. Damn, I really went off. Rumble 4 hour 20, Rumble 2 hour 40. Okay, so this is my longest one by like 20 minutes. I don't know if that makes up for like 3 months, but um, there's probably, I don't know. Maybe I should probably like my system for like doing this shit is like find I don't know, just like at a whim, just like record it, and then or do a ramble, and then I spend like 2 minutes fucking uh thinking about what I'll say, and then I'll go, and I never really forget fucking shit, but you know. Oh yeah, I guess a few other things. I did aerial fishing clog. Um, that was actually kind of fun because everybody just gets shit rates at aerial. But like, if you actually try hard, that shit's actually really good. Um, I think compared to super attack mixes, it's 1 to 1. So you can do like, I mean, compared to super attack mixes, and if you don't need the hunter XP for some reason, like if you PVM, you have tunable range and whatever. It's like compared to like Hunter, if you don't need the chins for range, it's like 1 to 1 for versus like super attacks. Um, you kind of have to try pretty hard. Like it's very not high APM, but like you have to click on the screen like basically every tick. Yeah, my rate was 109k Hunter, 85k fishing. For 2080 2008 catches an hour. Like you can probably get like 2000 pretty easily. So a little, 107 Hunter, and that I'm off the top of my head. That's 1 to 1 for super attack Barbler. So if you have too many caviar, um, it's like over 1 to 1. If you can't use the caviar, I it's been a while since I looked at the numbers. That was fucking a couple months ago. But I did that clog. I think I got like fucking 8 golden tenches, so I finished really quick, which is unfortunate because I did actually kind of like it. But yeah. Um, and I did a plank make Mahoney Holmes video. That was, I mean that method's kind of fun. It's also quite high APM. Um, I did it for like a couple mil XP, then I just started doing like the chiller version where I just like I don't like manually cast every single tick because I don't need to because I have like I already like made most of my planks at SEP. So if I just like run out of planks to make, so I can just chill. And then I made a Hallowed Sepulch Advanced Guide. I'm sure most people watching this have already seen, but 2 hours, 15 minutes of Sepulchre. It's a ramble, really. Like I guess does that count as ramble fucking 6? I don't know. Um 6A. Really was a ramble about Sep, and I put quite a well I put for me quite a bit of effort into like compiling like the clips and like I didn't put like I didn't edit it like super fancily, but like I edited clips together and like recorded footage and um found clips from old footage, and I spent quite a bit of time, and I'm pretty happy with it because I think it's a pretty useful resource for like people who really want to like get like as good at SEP as possible. Um, you know, try and get like 110k an hour, um, in like the short term. Um, if you want like long term average like 108k an hour, that's pretty doable. Um, if you really try hard, um, and to learn like every little thing possible, and maybe I feel like the video has like it has everything like known to date, and maybe some very small minor things will be picked up over the years, but um it's not a concise like, guide, but I guess it's like kind of like how I see SEP, and maybe it's not as helpful to some people, but um no, I think it's been pretty good reception so far, I think so. um I'm glad people have enjoyed it, and hopefully it's helped some people improve, but um I guess there was also like some cool mechanic things like walking through darts. I kind of had a fucking nerdgasm about, which was, I mean, I think it's cool, but yeah. Did I do anything else between then? Um, the Blast Furnace 6 hour was a while ago. I just had it unlisted. Um, Damn, improved blockchain layout was fucking 8 months ago. Damn. Um, and Ramble one 9 months ago when I was woodcutting. I should make more YouTube videos just of like every method. Like that would be cool. I don't know. Maybe I've probably missed a lot of. I feel like I'd always make a YouTube video of like something that's kind of like new, or like something I've like not really seen before. But it'd be kind of like cool to look back and like have a I don't know playlist of just like every method that I've kind of done, just even just some footage of it, you know. But I probably have like footage and clips and stuff buried away, but at least on a forum like that, maybe it would be cool. But I guess it's a cool kind of timeline of like my account. It's like I start off, I'm almost 1 bill XP. My first video was DK and Bob's Lore, and then I go into SEP, and I was doing Slayer, and Old Giants Foundry came out, so I did a bit about that, and TOA came out, and my fucking fan video got 24,000 views. I still watch that video every now and then just for the music, because the fucking playlist got deleted. I think the guy got banned or something, but I really liked the music that was in it. We had Charlie Nags, drags and mixes. I know there's so many there's so many cool videos. It's so cool like going back and just like watching shit like that. It's so I don't know. I love it. Just having like that archive of I don't know your account and shit. I guess. And I guess Twitter's sort of that. It's like I didn't post like 200 mil like HP or magic. I think on Twitter, and it's like, I mean, because it's not an achievement. There's zero time, but like maybe it would have been cool to have that like you know on there as like a gallery. But maybe I'll like compile like videos and photos that I have that are important to me and kind of save them somewhere to keep. But I feel like that's not that's yeah that's not something I really think about doing much. But anyway, I think it is time to wrap up. I think we've been going. I fuck. Can I ramble for 15 more minutes to make it in 3 hours? Shit, or 17 more. I don't know if I can, but I'm out of. I'm out of. I think I'm out. Yeah. I think I'm done. Um. So. Yeah. I appreciate everyone watching. I haven't uploaded a ramble. I've just been so busy. IRL and in the free time I have, like I was working on the SEP guide for. I mean, it was only like when I was like feeling like it. It probably took like a couple weeks of like you know doing a little bit here and there. Um, and it's like some like recording a ramble is kind of like if there's people in voice, I'll join voice. Maybe otherwise I'll live stream, or if there's YouTube videos or whatever. And the kind of ramble is kind of just like if all else fails, kind of shit. And um, you kind of have to be in the mood, and 'cause you kind of have to be in the mood. Plus, don't want to miss out on something that's already happening. Um, so yeah. Plus, not be busy as fuck. But so I think yeah, maybe we'll be back to the monthly rambles. Maybe I'll have one more before sailing comes out, or fucking maybe like when the sailing release date is known, then maybe I'll fucking or if we get a blog or I don't know, but we'll see. But yeah, I appreciate you all for watching, um, and I hope you all have a great night and a great fucking evening or where the fucking fuck, I don't know what I'm gonna upload. Do I listen to this first or just send, like usually I listen to the rambles first and then I upload it, but fucking I've been getting lazy. 5B I still haven't listened to. Maybe I'll just fucking send this one, but I don't think I'll be able to upload it in time before I go to bed, but maybe I can if I upload it now, maybe I can stay up a little bit and upload it and whatever, but um I'm sure you will be happy with another fucking 2 hours 45 ramble to add to the watch never list. Fucking I don't think that guy's watched a single one of my rambles, but fucking he'll ping me about it every time I upload one. Um, but yeah. Anyway, I appreciate you all watching and yeah, hope you all have a good evening, night, whatever. And I'll see you later, I guess. Peace.